After the long fucking day of refreshing, my reward is fucking here, man. Violet Evergarden episode 2. I've been craving this all week. I'm still, like, after watching the first episode a couple more times, I'm still really stunned that, like, even after, like, the second rewatch, there was stuff that I was picking up on and keying into that I really didn't pick up on in the first 2 rewatches. I mean, in the first 2 watches. And that's what really surprised me and amazed me with this series is that, of course, we expect it to be visually spectacular, right? But it's the subtleties and the attention to detail, and the general setup that leaves so much potential for the world, for the characters, and for the quality of the series overall. So I'm excited, man. I'm fucking excited to continue, see Violet-chan continue to develop, and get a little bit more worlding and exposition. So smash that like button if you're hyped. I need to make sure yeah, let me turn this shit off. Alright. We're going to get into it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't want to go back to this Gilbert shit anymore, man. You caught the dog theme? Or if I grab it. Yeah, I noticed that initially. Yo, I didn't realize he had an older brother. Man looks like a lord. That's fucked up. So this was the first encounter, and there's this man that arranged it. Damn. That's fucked up. Now I'm even more curious about her life prior to that point then. That aversion of her gaze, man. Is that indicative of some sort of prejudice there? Or some cause of discrimination from her in the past? Something must have happened there. Dude, this chick is a goddess. I mean, she is. Auto memory doll, to be more accurate, which I really want to delve into the physiology of at some point. Fuck, I knew it. They need to address this immediately. She doesn't deserve this shit. Damn. Yeah, they're continuing that motif, my boy. Wasn't even quite necessary in that scenario. This track, this man's really trying to be the Kevin Penkin of the season with this and Aquaman. That sound direction. Like, look at that movement. There's something so simple and yet complex about this scene. Oh, that's fucking clean. Yo. The fuck? I was actually enjoying that sound. Dude, I love these designs. Fucking beautiful. This man. Can't catch a break, can you, my boy? Based. That expression. Wow. Bro, look at that movement. Claudia, my boy, has the goddess to himself. This man can't be lurking like that, though. I don't know if I like this more or not, to be honest. I really don't know if I like this construction more. definitely makes the series more engaging in a visceral way than I initially thought it would. But I really wanted them to be actually constructed like that. It makes it even more sad that they don't have, that she doesn't, at the very least, doesn't have any agency. Claudia, man, just tell her. For fuck's sake. You gonna let her hold on to this belief? I mean, I get that she had nothing before him, but still. Just to craft something for herself. Yo, these glances are starting to piss me off. What is her problem? Yeah. It's fucked up. That matter-of-fact response. Dude, I'm really impressed with these subtle movements. Whew. Erica's gonna have to open up to her now. Probably different than she expected. That shot almost made him seem slightly dejected. That man needs to stop caring so much. Damn, that angle was clean. Those fingers, man. Such subtle attention to detail in every single one of these shots. So purposeful, too. None of it seems wasted in every single one. Like, look at that. Just even that simple cut of her turning her head. All of it just serves to accentuate the conversation at hand. Oh, that's sexy. It really favors those time-lapse transitions, is what I'm saying. Yo! Oh my god, dude, Violet Sean. No tact whatsoever. No finesse. Way too direct. I fucking love that part about her. Dude, incredibly expressive. Top tier, yo. Exactly. Can't teach somebody such a complex lesson where they don't even have any sense of self-valuation. We tend to test others to reaffirm our worth. Goddess. See, this is a worldly and mature woman. As much as I love Violet Sean, if I was gonna smash anyone in this series, it'd be her. Although Claudia's already got it locked down. You seeing things, my girl? No way is that, man. The hair was way too similar, though. Bro, that bike design. So you think you're sparing her feelings, Claudia, but she can't move forward if she continues to use this as a crutch. And it's only going to continue to hurt me as we continue the flashbacks episode after episode. We delve deeper into their paths together. Trying to actualize yourself through it, my dude. Don't say careless things. Damn. And that right there is why you ain't pulling no girls, my dude. Oh my god. Ah, is that what it was? Oh, rude and self-deprecation. Alright, I see her. I see her. I like that kind of character. Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, lost majority of it, to be fair. If you look at her arms through the wet shirt. But it's on some automobile level complexity with that movement and the gears and shit. I really want to know how that works and coalesces, but they're probably not going to get into it. Of course she is. Cattleya is a goddess. Yeah, it looks like on both sides it's like just a bit under the shoulder. It wasn't as clear in that shot though. Damn. Both reflect each other so well. It's the first lesson you need to learn. Two of you need to grow together. She's cute, man. Professor Warland. See, when I first heard the term, man, I'm telling you, really not what I expected it to mean. But I've come to terms with it now. I quite like it. Damn. It's real. Oh my god. What an intricate shot if you really look at it. That design is fucking incredible. It is, isn't it, Claudia? Oh my god. Good man. Can't you see the pain in those eyes, Claudia? You're not sparing your feelings. It's only gonna make things worse in the long run. Oh my god, this OST! The animation was even higher quality this episode, man. That's crazy. Crazy. At least tell me the truth, Claudia. Oh, shit. That's where that brother's status comes from, then. He's definitely gonna return later on. Fuck. Oh, that's fucking beautiful. That top-down shot of the glass is sick. Fuck. And then, yo! And it's over. And it's fucking over. I even realized. I did because we got the credits, but I was too immersed in that last scene. Why can't you just... It seems as though Claudia can't even really... It's hard for him to even come to terms with it himself, though. That's the problem. And at the mental state that Violet is at this stage, I don't know. It's a tough call. It's a tough call. But for her to really discover who she is and grow individually, have that sense of self-evaluation, start to understand humanity as a whole, I think she needs to let go of that. I really do think she needs to let go of that. But at the same time, at the state that she's at now, that it might be too much for her to deal with. It's a tough call, man. It's a real tough call. See, I kind of agree with you. Let me stop the timer. I kind of agree with you there, Mitra, because I feel like it's the only way. It's the only way to move forward, but yeah, it's a tough call. I can't fault Claudia anymore. I really can't. I think first she needs to really get a deeper understanding of the human condition, and some sense of self-evaluation before she's ready to deal with that. And that will probably come piecemeal through interactions with more individuals, and through continuing to serve as a doll. But yeah, that track was beautiful. The track was absolutely incredible. I want to run it back, to be honest with you. I want to run it back. Exactly, Caster, shut the fuck up, man. Exactly, capable of expressing emotion, and it comes with it not being styled. It's all. I mean, I can only repeat it so many times, but it's all rooted in that sense of self and that understanding. If she, the shortcut to come to terms with it would be to construct her understanding around it based on Gilbert, but that would only be more of a crutch, and she'd never actually grow. So, in the first place, I don't know. I think Evan Call made a great Kevin Bacon. Yo, I'm telling you, this man Evan Call is trying to get on his Kevin Bacon status. I'm telling you, like this and Hakume, some of these tracks, I'm like, that's something my boy Bacon would do. But you know, it's good. He's got skills. He's got skills. I guess it's all of these. It's much more reason to fight it. Oh, you still arguing with this man? Don't argue with this man. Don't argue with this man because he doesn't realize that the series is beautiful in various ways. The second episode solidified it for me, man. It's the complexities. It's the attention to detail. It's the subtleties about the movement, about the designs, the how everything just kind of coalesces together. It's equally as expressive in very different ways than a certain other series that I love this season, but just quality-wise, this episode was even better than the first. And the dialogue and the narrative and character development-wise as well, we get some insight. Not so much direct worlding and exposition, though. I think we're just going to kind of get that through interactions, which is fine with me, to be honest with you. But I'm still I still want to know more on the technical side, especially with like her arms and everything like that, and how that works physiologically, how it kind of blends together, because that's pretty fucking advanced to have a prosthetic of that nature. Like with was probably one of the best cuts in the episode, where she's going into the actual gears of the arm. I want to explore that a little bit more. How many episodes is this getting? It's listed as 14, but I believe it's 13 plus like an OVA type of deal. I wouldn't say an OVA, but I think it's legitimately 13. I know what the 14th episode is going to be. I think the customers will cover different sides of society and through that build upon the world. Exactly. That's how they're going to have to do it piecemeal through the interactions, and through the separate stories, and we'll slowly get things fleshed out, which I like that. I like that because, first of all, I don't want things just blatantly thrown in your face with a series like this. You gotta have that steady and tempered pacing to it. So, and it's all gonna kind of mirror Violet's growth as well. So it's gonna be a great ride, man. It's gonna be beautiful at every turn. There's gonna be a lot to take in with each episode. Like I already need to watch this episode again because I know there's things about it that I missed simply because I was streaming. So I do that in most times anyway, unless it's a very simple, straightforward type of series or it's like a comedy or something, I'll rewatch the episode afterwards. But with this, it's the type of series that I gotta watch a couple times. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of series which I haven't had something like that in my life since earlier last year. So that says a lot about the series and why it's one of my favorites of the season. But anyway, I think I'm gonna get up out of here. I smart from a bitch in my opinion, slow burner, exactly. I think so too, but which is probably one of the reasons. I mean, even though Netflix is simulcasting in some regions and shit like that, I still think it would work well in that kind of sitting and absorbing it that way. But this is actually really good for me as well. It's actually really good for me as well. Hope to see it. I haven't even thought about, honestly, I'm being real with you guys, I haven't thought about the proper OP or ED once. I honestly, I want to hear them. I really do, because I know they're going to be good. But, and if they want to give us some visuals for that too, I know they're going to look fucking amazing. But I love the fact that we're not wasting any time and that every second is spent on something that's actually progressing and moving either a character development forward, fleshing out the world, or just giving us more insight into something. Like even the shots in this episode and the focuses during the character interactions, everything just accentuates different points of dialogue, which is a very fine-tuned, very detail-oriented, very subtle technique as far as cinematography that I really like to see implemented. Pull off her gloves with the hands and green responsive for the people bit by bit. Potentially so. I mean, that's the thing too. That I think it's also going to have to do with mirroring, because, like, for example, the flashbacks that we got in this episode compared to the ones in episode 1, I think it's going to keep jumping, and it's going to directly reflect back on the present day and whatever scenario we encounter in said episode. So, yo, get this nigga out of here. Get this nigga out of here. This nigga's a clown. This nigga's an absolute clown. I have no qualms with putting you to bed right now, nigga. None. Yeah, no other vids today. There's no other vids for me to make today. What else is there? KYOANI GODSAUCE doesn't come out till tomorrow. I don't think I missed anything today. Not doing anything else. I'm gonna get out of here. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on this second episode of Violet Evergarden. I thought it was I enjoyed that even more so than the first episode. But with that said, I'm out. Peace.